Success is not measured by where you stand, but by the obstacles you overcome. Today, I want to share with you the story of Shen, a humble villager who discovered the true meaning of success. In a small village nestled between towering mountains, lived a man named Shen. He was known throughout the village for his kindness, but also for his simple life. He had no great riches, no high status, and no fame. Yet, Shen was content. One day, an elder from the village approached Shen and asked, "Shen, why do you seem so at peace while others struggle to find happiness?" Shen smiled and replied, "Let me tell you a story." He then began to recount his journey, a journey that transformed his life forever. Years ago, Shen was just like everyone else, chasing after wealth, recognition, and power. He thought that these things were the measure of success. But the more he chased, the more exhausted he became. His days were filled with anxiety, his nights with restless dreams. One day, while walking along a path near the mountains, Shen encountered a wise monk meditating under a large tree. Curious, Shen approached the monk and asked, "Master, I seek success but find only struggle. How can I find what I am looking for?" The monk opened his eyes and said, "Climb this mountain, and at the peak, you will find the answer." Without hesitation, Shen set out to climb the mountain. The path was steep and treacherous. There were moments when he slipped, moments when he wanted to give up, but he pressed on. After hours of struggle, he finally reached the peak, only to find nothing but an empty plateau. Frustrated, Shen cried out, "There is nothing here." What was the purpose of this climb? The monk, who had followed Shen up the mountain, smiled gently and said, "Look around you, Shen. What do you see?" Shen looked out at the vast landscape below him. The village looked so small from this height, the rivers winding like threads, the forest stretching far and wide. Suddenly he understood. The monk continued, "Success is not found in reaching the peak, but in the journey itself. The obstacles you overcame, the determination that drove you forward, the strength you discovered within these are the true measures of success." Shen returned to the village a changed man. He no longer sought wealth or fame, but focused on living each day with purpose and gratitude. He worked hard, but without the anxiety that once plagued him. He faced challenges, but with the confidence that he could overcome them. In time, people noticed the change in Shen. He became a source of inspiration, not because of his possessions, but because of his character. So, what can we learn from Shen's story? Success is not about the end goal, but about the journey. It's about the challenges you face, the resilience you build, and the growth you experience along the way. Remember, the peak of the mountain is just one part of the journey. The climb, with all its struggles, is what defines you. Next time you face a challenge, think of Shen. Embrace the climb, for that is where true success lies. Thank you for listening and subscribe to the channel.